everyone. I hope you are doing well. We are going to do another video today. I hope you guys are doing fantastic after Thanksgiving. Thank you to my new subscribers. I see you guys. Um, let's just get into it. I've tried doing this story so many times, I could probably tell this story without reading it. So, anyways, let's get into it. People have always been fascinated by what happens after we die. Thousands of stories have been shared about personal encounters with the other side. Rockford newspapers have reported these experiences since the early 1890s. One of the first written accounts of a personal encounter with a ghostly presence in Rockford occurred in 1891. It started out, as these things sometimes do, as a rumor that spread through the town. The strange thing about this particular rumor of a ghostly presence was that it took place in a church. Townspeople on the west side of the river reported that they saw a ghostly light in the Second Congregational Church, which at that time was located at the intersection of South Church and Chestnut Streets. Apparently, people would see this ghostly light making its way through the darkened church. They reported this to the police, thinking that someone had broken in to steal something. Police would check the place thoroughly, only to find no one inside. At first, people reported just observing the light, but as time went on, the light began to be accompanied by the sounds of the organ playing. The vigil became quite a spectacle as more people came to experience the ghostly visitation. Large groups of them waited outside the church for hours every evening just to experience the phenomena firsthand. This happened so frequently that one police officer decided that he would solve the mystery. Officer Cavanaugh was a seasoned policeman whose regular patrol area included this particular church. On June 3rd, 1891, he decided the time had finally come to put these rumors to rest. Cavanaugh theorized that someone was playing tricks on the folks of Rockford, and he was going to prove it. The officer patrolled the church every 15 minutes. Hours passed with no results. Officer Cavanaugh was just about to give up when he looked at the church from his vantage point and saw a small, flickering light. As Cavanaugh rushed to the front door of the church, he also heard the distinct sound of organ music playing. He let himself inside with the key he had obtained earlier. He was able to see his way clearly by the gloom of a strange light. But just as he reached the room where it was located, the light went out. Suddenly, Cavanaugh was left in complete darkness. He used matches until he found the switch for the lights. Determined to prove his theory, the officer searched every nook and cranny of the entire building and found no trace of anyone. Cavanaugh decided he needed some assistance and went to find the night policeman, Officer Sullivan. The men returned to the church and once again waited for the light to appear. Officer Cavanaugh stationed himself at the front door, and Officer Sullivan went to the back. Cavanaugh entered the church, and just like before, as soon as he gained access to the room where the light was, it went out. Better prepared, he carried a flashlight this time. The music continued as Cavanaugh shone the flashlight beam around the room. When he directed the light toward the pulpit, Cavanaugh saw something that almost made his blood freeze. In the dim light of the now shaking flashlight, Cavanaugh saw a young lady, dressed in what he described as morning clothes, playing the organ. The brave officer stopped in his tracks. The young lady continued to play as she turned to look at him. As their eyes met, the music stopped and the woman disappeared. Cavanaugh, startled, called out to Sullivan to ask if he had seen anyone. Sullivan answered that he had not. Cavanaugh turned toward the organ and again saw the young lady sitting on the stool. The sight chilled and saddened him at the same time. Cavanaugh rushed to the front door to let Sullivan in, and as he entered the room, the music stopped. The young lady had disappeared. The two officers searched the entire building and found no one inside and no clue of how the woman entered or left the building. They lingered to see if she would repeat her performance, but the woman did not return. Satisfied that they would learn no more, they left the building. Officers Cavanaugh and Sullivan both claimed that although neither of them believed in spirits, they could find no other explanation for what they heard and saw. So on that note, that is the end of that one, guys. What do you think? I mean, it's a police officer. I mean, he's a human. He can lie. I mean, everybody lies at some point. Sometimes they're white lies, they're stupid. But anyways, I don't know. I feel like he was doing it for gloat, clout. Ah, it's clout. Ugh, whatever. Doing it for fame. And once he achieved what he was looking for, he just ran with it. So, anyways, on that note, if you guys liked my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please subscribe. And as always, I appreciate you guys, and thanks for watching. Bye.